Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Saraswatye Namaha. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Verse number 17, 18, 19 we will read. Asya jivattvamaropat sakshinyapyavabhasate avrutau tu vinashtayam Bhede bhate payati tat Tatha sarga brahmanoscha Bhedamavritya tishtati Ya shaktis-tadvashat brahma Vikrutatvena bhasate Vikrutatvena bhasate. So we have seen that ignorance or avarana shakti is covering difference of Drig and Dirshya within seer and seen, and outside Brahman and Sarga, Brahman and world. He says, because of this veiling power, I became Jiva, individual. Because true identity is hidden, non-apprehension creates misapprehension. So when I don't see myself as Sakshi, then I see myself as individual. Because I can't become void or non-existent. So instead of Sakshi, now my identity is I am an individual being. This veiling power does its job so well that even in dream also we don't think that we are consciousness, existence. Forget about bliss. Always we are in demand of happiness. How can I be happy? So this avarana shakti really very, very powerful, and it hides my true identity. So jivahood came, jivahood, jivatva. Jivahood means finitude, individuality and all that. Achha, now Jivatvam aropat sakshini api eva avbhasate. This witness only appears as Jiva because of superimposition of Jivhood on witness. So here you have to note it on 17 verse, Sakshini eva bhasate. Sakshi is there, but appearing as Jiva. Because the truth is what? Reality is what? Sakshi. So only Sakshi appears as individual. That's why avabhasate kriya, this verb goes with Sakshi. Not Jiva avabhasate. Who is avabhasate? Sakshi. Atma appears as individual or Jiva. And very interesting thing, actually this Jivatva, if you see, it is a fictitious entity, false entity. Sakshi is there, and mind, body, all these things are there. They got together. We saw, na? Sakshina purato bhanam lingam dehena. Group of inert object. Body, senses, pranas, this is a group of inert. And at other hand, it's Sakshi. So both of them, they got together and this Jiva Bhav has appeared, is born. Now, amazing or interesting thing is, they are opposite in two nature, opposite in their nature. Inert and consciousness can never, join. Actually, really, they never can associate with each other. Gurudev used to say, it is unholy wedlock. In Hindi, they say, Bemel Vivah, wedding happened, but there is no match. So this Jiva Bhav is a false entity. It can never happen, but appearance is there. That's why in Sad Darshan by Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, Guruji also has quoted that verse, very nice verse. Deho na janati sato na janma. At one hand, body is there, which is inert. And sat means existence, consciousness. It is unborn, na janma. But what happened? Because of joining of consciousness and body, here physical body, subtle body, another entity has risen, has come up. And its name, he has given, Ramana Maharshi has given name, it is called as Ahankruti, Granthi, knot, Bibandha, bondage, subtle body, Jiva. About 6 or 7 names of that individual. You can add more, Chit Pratibimba, Chit Chaya, Chidabhas. Are you getting what I am saying? So the Jivatva is not actually a real thing. Two opposite things, they got together and gave rise to third thing. And now that Jivatva is become so real and it superimposes its qualities on Sakshi. And that Jiva is limited, so I feel I am limited. Jiva is suffering, so I feel that I am suffering. As though Sakshi is suffering, as though Sakshi is knower, doer, enjoyer. So this is the meaning. Jivatva aropat. Jivhood is superimposed. And whenever superimposition there, it gives a feeling that it has changed that object, but actually it cannot change it. Like famous example, when that red flower is placed on that crystal Shivalinga, you must have heard it. So that Shivalinga appears red, as if it has become red. But you remove red flower, put yellow flower, it takes it. So, adhyasa. Similarly, the jivatva, jivhood superimposes its qualities. Jiva is transmigrating. So, I feel I will die and I will enter into another body. Superimposition creates a lot of problems. Sometimes, a person who is not very good character, in society he is not very famous. And in some program, if he is sitting and you are also sitting near him, in front rows, so people think, oh, he is also nowadays joined, he is just sitting with him. He doesn't know that he is that fellow. But superimposition. Similarly, other way also is there. If some great person is there and I am sitting with him, people say, oh, he must be, like him only. He gets that respect and reverence. When we used to go with Gurudev, to Bhiksha and all that, we also used to get Sanman. If we go alone, nobody will ask. Nobody will look at. But since Gurudev is with, so his greatness is superimposed on us. We become great. So both way it works. So here jivatvam arop sakshini avavasate. Now what we have to do? We will have to remove this superimposition. We cannot, remove jiva and keep sakshi and all that. Because they are not two entities. And physically it is not possible. No, I will, unless and until I kill this body, the superimposition will not go away. The foolishness. In Vedanta, everything you have to do mentally, physical, because problem here only, in mind. Ignorance, misunderstanding. So, avrutaut vinishtayam. When the ignorance is removed, then superimposition will be removed, or it will be there, but I know that it is not real. Like when I see the rope is there and snake is appearing, once I know, let it be. Main thing is reality should be removed. Satya buddhi it is called. Not physically, actually we have to do anything. Now, so here we have to remove ignorance by knowledge. Similarly, outside, tatha sarga brahmanoscha, in verse number 18. Similarly, sarga brahmanoscha bhedam avrutya tishtati. This veiling power, this ignorance or avaran covers the distinction between sarga and Brahma. Sarga means creation, and creation means name and form and color and all these things. Variety, plurality. So the distinction or the difference that this is object and this is Brahman. This is name and form and this is substratum. This clear-cut division is hidden now. And I only see that object is there. No Brahman, no consciousness. Though I say this tree is existing, but I don't separate existence from tree. In fact, the truth is existence is different and tree is different. Existence belongs to Brahman. And name and form belongs to tree. But what happened? I feel that existence belongs to tree only. Tree exists, we say like that. We don't say that tree has got one substratum which is known as Brahman. And tree is taking existence from that Brahman. All these things nobody thinks. Directly, immediately we say, mountain is there, river is there, person is there. So, bhedam avrutya tishtati. Now here also, who is tishtati? Who is standing? Brahman only. Brahman only is appearing as name and form and everything. But this Avaran Shakti didn't allow us to think that way. And therefore what he says? Ya Shakti tad vashat. Because of this power of this Shakti, due to influence of this willing power, Brahma eva bhasate. Please note it. Here Brahma bhasate. There Sakshi bhasate. Brahma is being seen, but how it is seen? Vikrutatvena bhasate. Brahman is not seen as it is. As though Brahman is modified and became world, and then I am seeing this world. Actually, I am seeing Brahman only. Are you getting what I am saying? Bhasate, kim bhasate? Please reply. Brahma eva bhasate. Bhasate means what? First side, appears. Brahman is appearing, but not, I am not experiencing it as Satchidananda or anything. Vikrutatvena. As though Brahman is changed and became tree and mountain and sun and moon and all that. For example, again our famous example, clay and clay pot. All the pots are there. Actually it is only clay. Clay is appearing as clay pot. So what I feel, as though clay is changed and became what? Pot. Please tell me, I am looking at pot or I am looking at clay? Swamiji, I think both. Pot is none other than clay only. But I have given a name to clay and that is pot. Name and form. So Vikrutatvena bhasate, mud eva bhasate. Clay only bhasate. But I am not seeing pot as clay, I am seeing pot as pot. See the devotees, they see God in all. They don't see the man and woman and friend and foe and all that. They directly see the God. My God is appearing in the form of this. Whole nature is nothing but His only form. Sun and moon, they are His eyes. You must have heard in Bhagavatam that Virat Rup. So they don't say that it is nature. They say, my Lord. Hanumanji says, Mai sevak sacharachara rupa swami bhagavant. Ram has taken this form, cosmic form. So very interesting. Air is nothing but pranas, Bhagavan's prana is what air. Once wind was not flowing, suffocation was there. So somebody asked, what has happened? So the devotee said, Bhagavan is doing pranayam. Kumbhakam. When they stop breathing. So pranas are his wind. All these clouds, they are his hairs. Sometime when too much cloud is there, it means, I think Bhagavan needs cutting, hair cutting. So very sweet way of looking this world. Like Taponji Maharaj, he used to revel in this. And the entire thing, he used to see God only. He used to say, this Ganga is not water, it is flowing Brahman. Nirakara. He says, some people worship Sakar, God with form. Some people formless, Nirakar. But I worship Nirakar. Nir means water. So this is the vision of devotee. So Brahma eva bhasate vikrutatvena. In that game of chase, camel is there and elephant is there. So once it so happened that there was one marriage and this boy side people, they wanted dowry. Dowry, So this girl's father, he gave 3 sets of, this chase. 3 sets. Somebody asked, why did you give? He said that these people, wanted horse and elephants in dowry. So 3 sets. Okay, enjoy. Now that horse, elephant, camel, whatever is there, name and form, wooden pieces, they are appearing as camel and this and that. Very interesting example. In reality, there is no camel, nothing. Similarly, here also, varieties of things are there, but it is nothing but one. Brahma eva vikrutatvena bhasate. If we remove name and form, then only one thing is there or not. See, we all are sitting here, and if we look at our identity, who we are. So your course is going on. If anybody asks, who are you? So I am student. So everybody is saying, student. Removing your country, language, age, everybody is same. So similarly, if we remove, see, even physical, our appearance, body, mind, then there will be a common thing. Avibhaktam vibhakteshu. Vibhaktam ivacha sthitam. The division is being seen. But there is one thing which is avibhakta, indivisible. You cannot divide that. There is one, CD, its name is indivisible truth. Indivisible truth. You can divide form and other things, but cannot divide truth. So that truth is Brahman. That Brahman is appearing as bird and tree and human being, everything. But because of ignorance, we couldn't see that. So Sarga and Brahman. So both the sides, inside also and outside also, we have to remove the veiling. Then you can see 2 things. Actually, now interesting thing. Inside is Drashta, outside is Brahman. It is for the sake of saying, actually there is no inside or outside. But wall is created by this body. So the nature of Drashta is existence, consciousness, bliss. And the nature of Brahman is same. It means Drashta is equal to Brahman. Now, we are heading towards that only. So Tayor Vibhati Brahma Sargayo. Just now it's Vikrutatvena bhasate. So now in the verse number 19, he says, here also you have to remove the ignorance. And then you will clearly see that Brahman is of different nature, name and form are different. Like we see inside, same way. So verse number 19, we will read, Atrapyavruti nashena vibhati brahma sargayo भेदस्तयोर विकारस्यात् सर्गेण ब्रह्मणि क्वचित् अत्राप्यावृत्तिनाशेन विभाति ब्रह्म सर्गयो भेदस्तयोर्विकारस्यात् सर्गेण ब्रह्मणि क्वचित्. Here is also atra api. Atra api means here also. In this case also. In this case means outside. Here also avruti nashena, by the destruction of this veiling. Why? What will happen? Brahma sargayoho bhedah vibhati. The difference between Brahman and Sarga is clearly seen. So after, listening to this Vedanta or getting this knowledge, now you can tell other person. If somebody says, see, there is a tree, you can say, no, tree has got two things. There is a isness which is different. Then form and shape and size. You will say, oh, lot of change happened after attending this course. Vision changes, this is a drushti. World remains same, but the way of looking at it changes. I cannot change sun and moon and I cannot change people, but definitely drushti changes. And what is that famous statement? Yatha drushti tatha. As the vision, so the world. If you have right vision, then everything is. Vision should be proper. In Bhagavad Gita, what Lord Krishna did to Arjuna? He didn't give him some weapon or anything, only drushti change. They say one is called vision and other is called action. Vision plus action brings transformation. Proper vision is there, right vision. And then I act using that vision. Then there will be great change. Vision plus action is transformation. And vision minus action. Vision, only vision is there, knowledge, but no application. So vision minus action is imagination. Only you are going to imagine. People are very good in thinking, but not doing anything. Planning, but no execution. So vision minus action. And action minus vision. Action is there, but no vision. Wrong vision. So action minus vision brings destruction. And a nice 3 lines. Action, but no right understanding, right knowledge. So he is not lazy, he is not tamasic, but all his actions bring only destruction. So if some people, they don't act, that is good. Some naughty, children are there in a class. Guruji always say that. The teacher, wishes that at least he will be absent, but he is every day is coming, creating problem to all. In Ramayana it is said, it is good if he sleeps like Kumbhakaran, the Ravana's brother. That will be a great help. So, action is there, but all wrong kind of action. So, what Vedanta does, it gives right understanding, proper understanding. How to look at our life. So, here he says, when the Bheda is clearly seen, when this ignorance will be removed, then Vibhati Brahma Sargayo. And what I will come to know, that Vikarah Sarge Syat na Brahmani Kvachit. All changes are happening in Sarga. Sarga means Srishti, creation. Na Brahmani Kvachit. There is no modification, no change in Brahman. Like again, mud and mud pot, there are a lot of changes are happening in mud pot, but mud remaining same. So, combination of two things. One is changing entity, other is unchanged. Within also, without also. Changeless and changing. If you look at name and form and caste and creed and all these, they are continuously changing. Upadhis are changing, conditionings. Gurudev says, the change is the changeless law of this world. Always there will be change. People say, I have changed my mind. Other person says, is it working now nicely? You have changed. Huh? Like how we change the tire or how we change mobile. So mind is continuously changing. So everywhere changes are happening, but there is something which is unchanged, outside also, inside also. And that is substratum. And other day I was telling you that to know changes are happening, one entity should be there which should be unchanged. Substratum is also changing, then the knower has to be unchanged. So this knower is inside is Sakshi, outside is Brahman. So na Brahmani Kvachita Vikaraha, all modifications. Now, who can change this Brahman? If somebody wants, no, I want to change Brahman. Existence can't be changed. Existence will become what? Non-existent. In science also what they say, energy can't be created, neither can be created nor destroyed. Almost same. Nainam chinnanti shistrani, na? Nainam dahati pavaka. In Bhagavad Gita it is said. This Atman cannot be burned by fire, cannot become wet by water, cannot be dried up by air, cannot be killed by any weapon. Means no change is possible. Dehi nityam avadyoyam dehe sarvasya bharata. The Dehi means Sakshi here. It is unchanged. Body is changing. So, nice friendship between two things, changing and unchanging. Though they cannot completely associate or mix, but they are together. So, we should remember who is changing and who is not changing. So, Sarge Vikara, na Brahmani. In this way, when ignorance is removed, that clear understanding of world as well as the Jiva or me happens. Okay, now he removes the distinction between inside and outside. Continuously we are talking antar by. Now he says, again this verse number 20, it is very important verse. Often people quote this, asti bhati priyam rupa. And here what he says, actually forget these two words, Brahman and Drashta. Because both of them, they are of same nature. So don't say inside Drashta, outside Brahman. The fact is existence, consciousness and bliss. It is there. That's all. And everything is superimposed on that. Now first we'll read. Asti bhati priyam rupam nama chaityansha panchakam adyatrayam brahma rupam jagad rupam tatodvayam asti bhati priyam rupam nama chaityansha panchakam adyatrayam brahma rupam jagad rupam tatodvayam. Now he says, total there are 5 aspects of any object. Any object you look at it, you can divide it into 5 parts. Though actually it is not possible, but mentally 5 aspects are there. So what are the name of those 5 Ansha Panchakam. Asti is the first, Bhati second, Priyam third, Rupam fourth, and Nam, name, is 5th. Every object has got these 5 things. From tiny small dust particle up to mountain, to universe. Everything consists of or constituted of these 5 things. Asti, Bhati, Priyam, Rupam. Now what is Asti? Asti means is. Isness you can say. Bhati shines, means awareness. Bhati represents what? Awareness, knowledge aspect. Consciousness you can say. Bhati. Priyam, Priyam literal meaning is dear. And dear means again happiness. Which thing is dear to us, which gives me happiness? So dearness and happiness, they go together. Same way consciousness and awareness, they go together. Chit and isness and sat you can say, or asti. So asti, bhati, priyam, these are the 3 things. And other 2, rupa is form and nama, name. Now here, Vidyaranya Swami says, out of these 5, Adyatrayam Brahma Rupam. The first 3 aspects, they belong to Brahman, they belong to reality. See, so much already we have studied, so now we can understand this. Asti Bhati Priyam is Brahma Rupam. And Jagad Rupam Tatodvayam, later, remaining 2 aspects, name and form, they belong to world. That is Jagad Rupam. So every object has got 2 things, Brahma Jagat, Brahma Jagat. Asti bhati priyam. Now we have to think. Really every object has got these 5 things? Of course. Book is pramana, book is not just imagination, whatever is written here. Any object you see, the first thing is. Tree is, mountain is, sun is, I am, you are. So isness is very clear, this aspect. Second is what? Bhati. Bhati means shines. I know that object is there. About myself also, I am, and second is what? I know that I am. So every object has got one part, one aspect, and that is shining part, bhati. Knowability is there, it can be known. I can be aware of that thing. So awareness is there. Book is there and I am aware that book is existing, book is lying there. So chid aspect is there. Book may not be knowing, okay. Only living being, they can express that awareness. That's why they say, jada thing also has got Satchidananda, but since that medium is not there, so it cannot express. But it is, you can be aware of that. So awareness is there in that sense. Achha, third thing is what? Priyam. Priyam is dear. You can love, you can like it. Now here you can debate. Asti and bhati is okay. But everybody doesn't like, you like garbage. There is no priyata in that. Do you love mosquito? So priyata is not there. And how are you saying that priyam is also there? There are so many things. Some people, they don't like sweet. And other people like only sweet. So then we will have to divide that priyam is for 50% people, dearness is there in sweet. Other people, but it is not written like this. Every object has got this aspect. Now, does it need some change, addition or editing? Asti bhati 50% priyam. No, see the thing is, I may not like that, but other people like it. So that thing becomes object of happiness for somebody. You may not like this, dirty water, but all insects, oh, they like that. And they feel they are like in heaven. For insects. So happiness is there everywhere. Scrap, we throw it. But people collect it and they create something and they earn money. They collect, in morning time, you want to see. All these water bottles we throw. But people collect and it is sent to some factory and they convert it, recycle it. So means that dearness is there or not, happiness is there or not. In train, people were traveling and they were eating and, the plate, paper plate and paper cup and all that. And they were throwing on. One person, he collected all these things. And after 3 hours, he came and he started selling flowers and this and that. They were looking so nice. These people say, oh, very good. 100 rupees, 50 rupees. Actually, all that what they throw on, he collected and created that. But they did not know this. So, everything can become object of happiness. There is nothing you can say that it is useless, meaningless. Therefore, in Sanskrit, there is one verse. Namantramaksharamasthi nanaushadi vanaspataya ayogya purusha nasti yojakas tatra durlabha. Meaning, there is no letter which is useless in our language, our ka, kha, ga, ga. Every letter is useful. And you can make mantra out of it. Sound energy is there. So, na amantram aksharam asti. No akshar is amantram, means which cannot become mantra. Similarly, there is no plant which is useless. Nanau shadi vanaspataya. Vanaspati is plant, trees. If you ask those people, those who study Ayurveda, they will tell you, each plant has got some medicinal value. They will just pluck something, they will give you, use it for a headache or for stomach ache. So every plant has got some value, some meaning, something good. Okay, and third is ayogya purusha nasti. There is no human being who is useless. He cannot think, but he cannot work. He can work. He cannot work, but he can sing. He cannot sing, but he can create some poetry. Interesting verse. Ayogya purusha nasti. Only thing is yojakas tatra durlabha. That person is rare who can use all of them. Good manager is, who is good manager, One who utilizes talents of all people. Chanakya has written, Yo yasmin karmani kushala sa tasmin neva yoktavya. One who is good at particular thing, he should be given that job. And everybody has got some positive aspect, something is there. So why I am telling all these things? Goodness or dearness, priyata, everyone has got. Only the person is, rare who can search that and who can use it. So, asti bhati priyam. In his commentary, Guruji has given that a person is there who wants to sell his car. He doesn't see any happiness in that car. For him, that car became bekar. Bekar means useless. But other person is ready to buy that second-hand car. See, one person, when he is selling it, he said, okay, I am happy. I got rid of that. I did not want that. He is very happy. Other person, he is happy in another way. He is distributing sweet, I got car. Are you getting? So for one person, priyata is there. Lovability is there, you can say. He can love it, other person can't. So, asti bhati priyam, every object has got three things. What we don't like, other people. Birds and animals, what we throw, they eat it. Dead body and all that. All these fish, they are so happy when dead body. For them it is party time. So priyata is there. Dearness, you can say. Acha, then, so Brahman is there, na? That's why the thing is there. Brahman cannot divide itself, only asti bhati and priyarupta is not there, no. Complete Brahman is there in all. So nobody, is without Brahman. What a nice thing. Everybody has got this. Acha, then what about other two aspects? Nama and Rupa, name and form, it belongs to world. Jagat Rupam, Tato Dvayam. Acha, now Jagat Rupam means what is indicating? They are changing. Jagat, meaning of Jagat word, you remember? Jayate gacchati, gacchati va, tishtati va. So name and form, they are continuously changing. So they belong to world. So now it is up to us what we want to see. We want to enjoy Brahman or we want to pay attention only on changing things. In ourselves also, within also. Now here what is Jagat? Body, mind, intellect. The Jagat. Sense organs. Continuously changing. If we look at our physical, body, people, they put their childhood picture on their Aadhaar card or passport. Now that immigration officer, he was same. Old picture is there. Lot of hair is there, now no hair, only air. Changes happen. Grey hair. There are 3 types of hair. One is parted, like that part. Some people, they don't comb, so unparted. And third, departed. So I feel so happy when I see my childhood. So much hair was there. Now nothing. Lots of jokes are there on this. One person went to that barber shop. Only few hairs were there. Now that barber asked, should I count it or should I cut it? So Jagat Rupam, you cannot control it. However much you try, they have to fall. So Nama Rupa, Jagat Rupam. Body, mind is continuously. Intellect, buddhi. Earlier I had good memory, now I can't remember anything. Everything is changing. So here also, outside also. Situations are changing, people say, our world is changed. In our time, this was this, people, when we start speaking about past, means we have become old. He has got everything about past. So Jagat Rupam, and one thing is there, that there is one thing which is not changing, which is full of happiness, joy. That is our true self, true nature. So therefore this verse is very interesting. Must remember, Asti Bhati Priyam Rupam. Now same Asti Bhati is called Sat Chit Ananda. Only word is replaced. Adyatrayam Brahma Rupam Jagad Rupam Tatodvayam. And further he explains that this Satchidananda or Asti Bhati Priyam, it is pervaded all over the world. Everywhere it is there. Whether you go to heaven or hell, you go to any loka, any species, it is everywhere. There is no difference in that. Same Brahman. So now this next verse, we'll read it and see tomorrow. Kavaya Vagni Jalor Vishu Devatir Yang Naradishu अभिन्ना सच्चिदानंदा विद्यते रूपनामनि खवायवग्निजलोर्विषु देवतिर्यं नरादिषु अभिन्ना सच्चिदानंदा विद्यते रूपनामनि। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो हरि।